Hello, this is Tajwar Ali, and you are watching my YouTube channel, The World Religions, Ideologies, and Theories. Today, I want to talk to you about a theory, the end of history. The end of history, this theory was presented after the end of Cold War. Francis Fukuyama, a professor, a researcher, a teacher in John Hopkins University and associated with the Rand Corporation books and his writings, including The End of History and The Last Man, which is a very famous book. And it presents a direction, it presents a new way to view the history after the Cold War. Period of political tensions between the First World and the Second World. The First World is Western world led by United States, and the Second World is led by USSR and the Communist bloc. It was fundamentally a war over influence over the Third World, a war for the influence in the Third World. So Francis Fukuyama calls Cold War as like this. And Fukuyama claims that the end of the Cold War was not just the end of an era, but the end of history itself. Francis Fukuyama says that the end of Cold War in 1992 is in fact the end of world history. The end point of mankind's ideological evolution and the universalization of Western liberal democracy as the final form of human development. According to him, he says that in this theory, now the clash of ideologies is over. There will be no clash, and liberal democracy would be the final destiny of the modern world. Hence, it is an intellectual triumph. That is, its basic principles have already been perfected and can go unchallenged. Liberal democracy arises as the universal homogeneous state. The philosophical basis of the end of history and his thesis, the thesis of Francis Fukuyama, is that dialectical materialism. History progresses according to the material forces. Establishment of a communist utopia would be the end of the history. However, materialist explanations cannot fully amount for the entirety of human actions. So, according to Fukuyama, the future of the world would be liberal democracy, and United States would be the sole superpower. So this theory rises after the end of the Cold War, because Cold War has set the history of the world in a direction, and that direction was the clash between two ideologies. And after that, this scholar propounded that now the history of clash of ideologies is over and the world history is ended. Now there will be no history. Liberal democracy would be the system for the whole world, and United States would be the sole superpower. So the end of history is a theory, and this theory proposes that the clash of ideology and the end of Cold War is in fact the end of the human history. So thank you for today's lecture, listening to today's lecture. Tomorrow I will come with a new lecture, a new theory, ideology, and a new religion or a new sect. So thank you for watching.